Welcome to this episode. Today we're diving into a system called TAJ First, a practical discipline for working with AI that's really about how we think before we engage with these tools.
Yeah, it's interesting because, AI is everywhere now. Powerful, accessible, but despite that, a lot of people feel stuck. They're using AI, but not really accomplishing much with it.
Exactly. And the core idea here is that AI itself isn't the problem. The problem is how we approach it. Specifically, the lack of disciplined thinking before we start typing prompts.
Right, TAJ First stands for Think, Ask, Judge, Accomplish. But it's not just a checklist or a sequence of steps. It's a mindset, a discipline that changes how we interact with AI.
Let's unpack that a bit. One of the biggest issues today is that people skip the thinking part. They jump straight to asking AI something, often randomly, then copy paste outputs without clarity or purpose.
Yeah, and that leads to frustration. Like the common complaint, AI isn't giving good results. But really, it's because they never pause to clarify what they actually want.
There's a great example in the material. A professional opens ChatGPT and types, write a project plan. The AI spits out something, they tweak it, but it still feels off.
Because they never ask themselves, what kind of project? What level of detail? What constraints? What outcome actually matters? Without that clarity, the AI just amplifies confusion.
That's a key insight. AI amplifies your clarity or your confusion. So if your thinking is fuzzy, the output will be too.
And that ties into what they call the illusion of using AI. People think that just by typing prompts and getting responses, they're making progress.
Yeah, the so-called illusion loop. Open the tool, type something, get a response, feel productive. But if that doesn't increase clarity, deepen understanding, or improve outcomes, it's just activity, not accomplishment.
It's a subtle but important distinction. AI reduces effort, sure, but it doesn't replace the need for thinking. So many get trapped in this cycle of superficial engagement.
That's where TAJ First comes in, as a corrective discipline. It's not about prompt engineering tricks or quick hacks. It's about fundamentally changing how we interact with intelligence, artificial or human.
Let's break down the four parts. First, think. Before you even ask AI, pause and clarify. What exactly am I trying to do? What does success look like? What's unclear?
That thinking phase alone solves about half the problems people face with AI. It's like setting the right coordinates before you start navigating.
Then comes ask, but not casually. You engage AI with clarity, context, and intent. Your questions are deliberate, informed by your thinking.
Next is judge, which is where most people stumble. They accept AI output as truth without evaluation. But TAJ says, evaluate, compare, refine. Ask yourself, is this correct? Useful? What's missing?
Judgment is the uniquely human advantage here. I can generate, but it can't truly judge or contextualize like we can.
Finally, accomplish. This is the step people often overlook. It's not about reading or saving outputs. It's about applying, completing, doing, turning AI generated content into real world results.
That's a powerful shift. TAJ First moves you from being a passive user of AI to an active thinker with AI.
The material sums it up nicely in a table. The old way is ask first, accept output, consume. The TAJ way is think first, judge output, accomplish.
And that's crucial because it reframes the whole relationship with AI. It's not about better prompts, it's about better thinking.
Which brings us to why this matters now. As AI increasingly writes, designs, analyzes, what remains uniquely human is judgment, clarity, and direction.
So success won't come from just using AI more, but from thinking better before using AI. That means slowing down, taking responsibility, cultivating clarity.
TAJ First is simple in concept, but not easy in practice. It demands discipline, slowing down, thinking clearly, and following through.
The final takeaway is clear: clarity before asking, accomplishment after asking.
Yeah, and adopting TAJ as a discipline, not a method or trick, is how we truly harness AI's potential.
It's a shift from activity to accomplishment, from confusion to clarity. And that's what will set apart those who succeed in this AI age.
Well said. So next time you interact with AI, don't just start with prompt. Start with thinking.
Exactly. This is TAJ First, a discipline for the AI age.